In this video, I'm going to share with you how to tap into the unfathomable power of your soul and to channel that into whatever it is you're doing, especially if you feel called to actually do that. The thing that gets in the way of this, if you have a calling, if you have a vision, something that you want to bring out into the world, specifically if you know you're here to actually help and assist people in raising the consciousness of their lives on this planet, helping them heal, helping them come back to themselves, you have that inner knowing, that inner calling. What gets in the way most of all, and has gotten in the way for me most of all, is my own fucking head, my own ego. Because when it comes to this notion, this idea of articulating yourself, of putting yourself out there into the world, all of a sudden, all that inner knowing that you have, all that conviction can sometimes be sidetracked by your own choice and your own creation, might I add, by this idea that, well, that no longer applies. I feel this great power within me, this calling to show up. I know exactly what to say, how to say it. I know who I am. I know how I can help people. But, well, how do I, get out there into the world, and what do I do, and what do I say, and maybe I should hold back, and who am I to say that, and what will they think, and blah, blah, blah. Well, maybe I should say this, and the marketing guy said that, and Alex Harmozy said that, and blah, 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 blah. So all of a sudden, it's like this incredible power that you are just goes into the background, and you get tripped up. And no wonder things don't work, because you're trying to squeeze an elephant through a fucking straw. It's not going to work. You're only going to see a little piece of gray, and other people will not recognize the elephant for what it is. And the reality is, you're not an elephant. Let's get that straight. You're more like a lion. And I'm using the metaphor, the symbology of the lion, because the lion has a lot of strength, a lot of power, and more notably is recognized as the king, the royalty association with it. You got to recognize that in yourself. You got to recognize that truth, that power inside of yourself. And the thing is, this is very big, so hear me on this. This has been with me for months and months now. Truth is like a lion. It doesn't need defending. You set it loose, and it will defend itself. Lions don't need defending. You don't come to a lion and be like, you need help. Lion will look at you like, you might get eaten. Truth is like a lion. It doesn't need defending. It will defend itself. When you stand in your truth, people know it. People recognize it. People feel it energetically. It's there. There's not much you need to say or articulate or translate to convince anybody of anything. They'll just know who you are, and they'll feel inexplicably drawn and magnetized to you and your offering and what you have to say. They'll know it in their soul. I get that all the time when I'm on calls with prospective clients. Like, I don't know what drew me to you, but I just feel so compelled to work with you. There's not much I have to do at that point. Now, the thing that prevents that flow is that little bit, but huge lack of conviction. There's a fly on my head that convinces you otherwise, that you got to do anything else. It's like you got this lion and you're like, oh, defending the lion, oh, but I'm good. Let me show you why I'm good, or you should work with me, or let me explain it to you. That gets in the way. That gets fuzzy. And 10 times out of 10, you just buy into this idea that it's got to work out in some way. Your ego has an attachment to how it has to be done, how you got to do it. And your soul, your actual truth, has a very different idea. It's very much simpler. It's very much easier. And I want to chunk down on that, because it is easier, but it doesn't mean it's any less terrifying. At least in the beginning, to stand in your truth. It takes a lot to recognize that you're a lion. It takes a lot to actually hold that power and to be humble in it And that's the other flip side of humility, to actually know and receive who and what you are, and to stand in it and to be in it with humility. To actually receive how fucking awesome you are and to embody that. It's a lot, especially for us empaths who we don't want to hurt anybody, especially with the current social thing going on out there with, you know what I mean. Can't be better than anyone else. Can't be different. Who are you to label anything? Takes a lot of humility and courage to stand in your truth. And when shit doesn't work out, it's fucking good. It's really, 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 really good. Alright? This is the whole point of this video, why I'm making it. If you're watching this right now and plans aren't working out, you're feeling powerless, you're feeling confused, you're feeling frustrated, feels like the whole world is falling apart. Why me? Despite how much I know I can help, how much I know I'm powerful inside. It's good. It's falling apart for a reason, because that's everything that your ego's trying to do to protect the fucking lion. And the lion's going, fuck that shit, let it crumble, I'm going to show up in a very different way. That's the truth I'm talking about. The raw, naked you that can move mountains. And a key to exposing that, to accelerating that, is one question. What else is possible? What else is possible? Feeling into the depths of the despair you're feeling into the depths of the frustration, of the confusion, the lack, the scarcity, being in it, reveling in it, breathing into it. Because that's all it takes, just breathing through it. That's the only thing you can do, just soften, be with it, one breath at a time, and then ask, what else is possible? What else is possible? Now, the reason why you ask this question is not to get the answer, like, oh, I asked a question, I didn't get anything back. No, the point is you're actually tuning in your body, frequency-wise, to that question. The answers will come. They're not going to come immediately. But the question is a frequency match for the answer. The reason why you're stuck, why you're feeling powerless, is because you're trying to do it yourself. It's not in alignment with your truth. It's not in alignment with that lion. That lion is beyond you. It's life force, pure undiluted truth and life force that's trying to come through you. And that's why it feels distorted, because you've been trying to do it yourself. Like, no, I am the lion. I'm going to do it. That's the ego's way of trying to latch on to this wisdom. The truth is, you're not the lion, but the higher you is the lion, and it's trying to move through this body as a vessel. And you can yield to that and allow that to move through you. So that question, what else is possible, with that breath, will open up numerous possibilities. I'll give you an example. So today I'm in rural Ecuador, out in the mountains. It wasn't my plan. We're having a crisis right now in this country for the past 2 weeks. Ironically enough, funny enough, there's no power, there's no electricity. The whole country right now, like, flip switch. Sorry guys, no electricity because of a social, economic, political, and natural crisis clusterfuck. We have no electricity in the country. It's only on intermittently. It's annoying, especially in the morning when you actually want to do your most potent work. So the first day that this happened, I was a little bit like, all right, I guess this is a one-time thing. The second day it happened, I was angry. Third day, I was kind of getting really, really desperate. I was like, what's going on? I gotta do my work. This is important. I can't get my work done. What do I do? Do I fly over to Guatemala? You know, getting really reactive. And then I heard the news. This might actually last till October. Like, this is not going away. So I took a few deep breaths. I was like, what else is possible? And over the past few days, what's been revealing is the hilarity and the perfection of it all. Because, again, your soul has a different plan. It's like, put down the daily work from 8 to 12. You don't need electricity. Go out in nature. Make some videos. So today I'm just like, all right, that's my plan. That's my work, coming into alignment with myself. If something comes through, it comes through. And you know what? I kind of like it. I kind of like spending 8 to 12 doing nothing but meditating and being in nature and exercising and working out and doubling down on that aspect of my life. Thanks, God. You got to know that everything is always working out in your favor, even if it doesn't seem like it. It'll always turn out better than you expected, but never exactly as you planned. Better than you imagined. That's the line coming through. But it all comes down to that question. What else is possible? What else is possible? Like this morning, I was like, oh, I gotta double down on this thing I want to do on the computer, but then the power went out. It's like, this doesn't feel good. This doesn't feel energetically. Perhaps the higher alignment and the thing that can actually lead me to the unfolding of my mission today is just being out here. So I hopped on the bike, did this. You know what? I like the result. It's cool. What else is possible? Ask it long enough. Be diligent with it. And then that entire realm of possibility will open up for you. You might even end up like me, a Polish Canadian guy with a shaved head out in rural buttfuck Ecuador talking about some pretty profound shit. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, subscribe down below. If you'd like to work with me personally, there's a link down below. Come join the Starkind Alliance. Get help with coming into alignment with the real you, with your authentic self, and channeling your wisdom out into the world, turning your greatest visions into reality, building a heart-based business out of it. Much love, guys. Thanks for watching. Ciao.